Whoa, we got the legendary Logan Jackson loading film live.
That's funny.
Oh my god.
So I'm just trying to use up all the film for it to actually run out so y'all can see.
Looks like a cassette player.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. It actually kind of like has the same functionalities when you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got all the angles in you, Logan.
It's facts.
Yeah. All eyes on me.
Yeah, so I'll show you what it looks like when the film is out. And sometimes this meter doesn't give you accurate reads, so you'll have to just listen for it when it runs out. You hear it? Yeah. Now there's no more film in there. All right, so boom, all the film done. This is our film right here. Super 16. It says daylight spool, right? So daylight spool means like you can load it in light. If it didn't say this, then you'd have to be in a dark room doing it. And I've done that before, and it's like hard to do. So you just take this off. First things first, our film that we shot, push in with this with your with your thumb, and raise with your index. You might have to give it a little force. And it comes out. So this is our film that we shot. And then we need the case.
What's the case?
So this is the empty case. All right, this is the empty case. And we put this spool, which is metal, put that in there, boom. So when we go get it processed, we just hand it to the people. Now, we take this out. We got a new spool metal. And what we do is take this one out, same way, lift up, push in, and we put this over here now. It's because it's got to feed into this one. Right, so now feed into it. And something we got to do is wind it back a little bit so it can feed into it, because we're going to have to feed the film into the other spool. So have that ready. Take this off. And the tricky part is like sometimes this gets tricky. I'll show you why. So let me remove that. And we gotta feed it.
16mm film, y'all.
We gotta feed it into the gate. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Now this you have to kind of be delicate with because you don't want to mess up the film. And so right now this is an open gate. So to feed it in, we have to hit this lever down and it closes the gate so it can go, right? And then you open the gate when you're done feeding. So a common mistake that I made was like I forgot to reopen the gate, and then all my images came out smushed. So I filmed everything, and then I wanted to get a process. I was like, what the hell? Why is everything like blurred and smushed? I was like, oh, I forgot to open the gate. So that cost me a lot of money, but
Wow.
so yeah, so we close the gate and we feed it through as much as possible, and then we send it through. Now, this is something that could be a little difficult too, because there's a small slither. You see it? You see the slither?
Yeah.
Super small slither that we got to connect the film to. Right? Now that's kind of like tricky because you got to wiggle it. What I like to do is bend this little part so it can hook, almost like a fishing reel. So you can hook it like that. And then you go in and put it in. So, right? So it makes it easier for me.
Yeah, it's a lot like shooting film, like photography.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, except for like that motor.
See, I never shot photography before film photography. I just jumped to film.
But it's tricky in film getting that spool in.
Yeah.
You need some light. We kind of covering you, I think.
Low key, I was. I ain't want to say nothing.
Need a little bit of light.
Appreciate you. So I like the process because, like, when you do all this to shoot film, you definitely ain't having somebody playing on your set. Time is money for sure.
It's so tiny in there. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. I gotta do. So imagine, I've had to do this in the dark before.
Oh my god.
Because some of them aren't daylight spools, so you gotta do it in the dark.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like in
You gotta load it in the dark.
The light's gonna affect the film?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll expose it.
Expose your film. Then it's no good.
So let's see if it's take
Oh.
up.
So jam.
Nah, it just didn't catch on. So it's like a fish. Like it, even though it was in there, you gotta have it catch on. You gotta have it hook.
My cassette machine got jammed one time. It was just plastic everywhere. What the heck?
No, it's caught. Now you reapply. Now let's see. See, all that work I'll forget. Now remember, we gotta open this.
Okay.
Boom. Now we ready to shoot. Now we close.
That's basically like tension, keeping it like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wherever your sensor would be, that's where the film is.
Yeah, exactly. So now we ready to shoot, and then you see we reset to 0, and see now it's starting to go. That's our film being used.
What's those numbers? 600, 700. Those seconds? What is that?
That's feet. That's how much feet. So film, you're gonna judge it by feet, right? So if there's 100 feet of film, that's gonna be 3 minutes, right? So it's letting you know, like, okay, like, hey, you just used 5 feet of film, right?
Okay.
So roughly use about like 10 seconds or 15 seconds, whatever.
Okay.
You know,
So 15 seconds is how many feet?
it might be. So you count from 100, right? So if I told you 3 minutes is 100 feet, then like 15
Subtracted from
feet
there.
you have to start subtracting. Yeah, like it gets tricky because
Depends on your frame rate too.
yeah, it depends on your frame rate as well. But then like ain't nobody on set are mathematicians, so it's like I think we got about like 5 seconds left.
Yeah.
You know, and then you say, okay, let's get a 5-second shot. Then all of a sudden you hit a film run out. It's like, damn, that just happened with Tony in our film. I was producing Tony's film. He had like 30 seconds, but in actuality, it was like 15. He was like, oh, damn, well, that's it. Time to go home. Yeah.
Wow.
Ain't no like, hold on, let's do it again. No, that's it.
So we
Ain't
should,
no more. So yeah. So this is, you got 95 feet. Whoever wants to use it, you know, like, you got a fresh roll in there. And 300 feet or 100 foot spool is gonna cost you about $100.
Wow.
Yeah, so you got $100 worth of film right there.
after we shoot, now what?
After you shoot, you take this to a film processing house that's in out LA. I go to Spectra Film and Video, right? And then you say, hey, like, I want to get this processed, scanned, because they have to scan it, clean it, process it, and then put it, you know, on a hard drive for you, on a flash drive.
Okay. Turn it into digital,
Exactly.
analog. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you want to cut it yourself.
Yeah, or you can take this, and cut it yourself and use a film cutter.
That's why they actually say cut.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yes, exactly.
Y'all heard it here first. Y'all heard it here first.
You want to cut it